What up YouTube? I'm back with another episode review of The Promised Neverland, and it was pretty good. There's a lot that happened and there was a big reveal at the end of the episode. But the first thing that I really wanted to talk about is how the demons live in this world. They live pretty similarly to the humans. They live in cities and villages, and it was pretty similar. I was kind of surprised. I thought that they would live more in forest like cities, but like I said, it's pretty much like humans, so I thought that was pretty interesting. That was actually the first time that we got to see some civilization in this anime world. It wasn't human civilization, but it was from the demon side, so I thought that was pretty cool. But there's a lot of things that we learned. One of the things that we learned was that farms are being attacked, by somebody. We don't know who. Maybe it's demons, maybe it's humans, we don't know, but someone or some group of people is attacking the farm. So I thought that was pretty interesting. And we also learned that the incident from Gracefield, where the kids are from, where they escaped from, happened a year ago. So there's time that has passed since last season, and even since the last episode, but because we also learned later in this episode that it's been 6 months since anything has happened to them. So 6 months ago they were found out by humans that were working for the demons. So that happened 6 months ago. So there's a lot of time skip that is going on in this season, which I didn't expect, but it has happened. So these guys have grown up for a year in the wild. We see how they all have more hair. Their hair is growing, so it's showing how much time has passed. So I thought that these information were pretty important to tell, because it's been a while since they've escaped Gracefield. Emma, Gilda, Ray, Dawn, and the kids are actually living in this castle ruin or something like that. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but they're trying to survive right now. They're in danger every single day because they're living amongst demons right now, so they don't really have a choice of where they want to live. So yes, it's pretty dangerous, but they're trying to survive. So I'm not gonna argue because of where they live right now. They just don't have a choice. So I thought, even though it's sad to see them live like that, I thought it was pretty cool that they're still surviving after all these months in the wild. And then we got to see the map and where they should be going, and it's pretty far from them right now. So I'm not sure how they'll be able to go there where only humans live, but it's gonna be really hard for them to go there. So yeah, man, it's been a pretty hard 6 months since they've been attacked by the humans that were under the demons. But I'm guessing that in the next few episodes it might get better because of what happened at the end of the episode. They even showed us how they've been surviving. They've been disguising themselves as demons and going into their cities to buy food, to stay alive. So that's pretty scary. I don't think I would be able to do that, being amongst demons while I'm a human. So that was pretty scary how they did that. Obviously it was the older ones that were going into the cities, Emma, Gilda, Ray, and Dawn, because they're the smarter ones and they know how to be quiet. But yeah, man, I thought it was pretty cool that they showed us how they've been living in these last 6 months and how they've been surviving, because it's all about survival right now. There was a point in the episode where Emma was starting to lose faith, because of how hard it's been for them in these last 6 months. And I've said that in these last few episodes that I thought that Emma was pretty naive, thinking that it would be easy. But she did what she had to do, because of how they escaped the farm. She saved a lot of her brothers and sisters, so I thought it was a pretty good moment in the episode, just her realizing how hard it's been, because at first she thought it was gonna be easy. So I thought it was a really good moment in the episode. There was a pretty scary scene in this episode where an old demon, a blind demon, was coming into the ruin to give his food to his god or something like that, an offering. And the kids are living there, so it was pretty scary. I really liked that scene because it was tense, and because he's blind, he doesn't really know who's there. If he wasn't, he would try to eat all these kids, because he actually wants to eat. He human meat, so it was a pretty scary moment because of that. He's a demon surrounded by all these kids, so it was really scary, man. It was a really good scene. We saw how Emma, went and helped him, get his apples back, because he dropped them. So that was also a scary moment because he was kind of smelling her, and I think that maybe he knows that they're humans, but he isn't really sure because he heard her name Emma, and that I don't think is a demon name. So I'm not sure if he actually knows that they're humans, but I think that maybe he's suspicious or something. And I really like that shot, of them two, their silhouette only. I really like that scene. But yeah, man, it was a really scary scene. I think that maybe he knows that they're humans. Maybe they weren't able to, hide their scent, but yeah, man, it was a scary scene. I'm not sure that we're gonna see him again, but just him talking about wanting human meat and everything, and then seeing all these kids near him was it was scary, man. Something that has been pretty prevalent in this series is the word family, because all these kids are family. Even though they're not blood related, they've been together forever, so I think that family is a big word in this anime, and there's something that we got to see between demons. Demons have families, and we saw how these two demons was trying to take care of, I think, their kid sister and kid brother. They were pretty disgusting looking in my opinion, but that's just me. But they weren't doing well because they haven't eaten human meat or something like that, so I thought it was pretty interesting to see the demon side of thing, and how they tried to take care of their family, because family is something big in this series. So I really like that they showed us that scene, because we haven't really seen how demons are. We've only seen the bad demons and two kind of good demons, in Mahika or something like that. I don't remember her name. And then Sanju, that we then was revealed that he actually wants to eat humans, but we haven't seen a lot of the demon side of thing. And I thought it was a pretty good scene to show us that they care about each other and they want to take care of their family too, so I really like that scene a lot. Now let's talk about these two kids, because there's a reason why the only ones that have gone to the demon cities are Emma, Dawn, Gilda, and Ray, because they're the oldest one, and they're smarter and they're more careful, and then they brought these two kids, and that's how this demon chase began, because they were able to get a scent of these kids because they weren't paying attention and everything. And I knew that something like that would happen. And like I said, I would not be surprised if one of these kids someday is gonna die because of something like that, because this anime is ruthless, so I'm sure that we're gonna see some of the kids die along the way, and I'm not gonna be ready for it, but I thought that would be maybe a moment, so we saw there was the demons chasing after the kids. Ray and Emma, kind of made a diversion so that these two kids, Gilda and Dawn, would get away, and the chase was pretty cool. Just seeing how Emma and Ray are athletic, it's kind of crazy how athletic they are, just jumping on roofs and other roofs and everything. It was pretty cool to see. The demons were, they weren't as athletically gifted as I thought, but they were kind of able to catch up to them, so yeah, man. But the demons were actually able to catch up to Emma and Ray, but I think the only reason for that is because they were at a dead end, so that's the only reason I think they were able to catch up to Emma and Ray. But after that, we saw how they were saved by someone, and we're going to talk about that someone at the end of the review. But before that, I want to talk about these guys right there, because during the episode I just decided to take a screenshot of them because of how they were dressed and everything. I thought they were pretty interesting. I didn't think that they would be that important by the end of the episode, so I thought that was pretty cool to see that they were important by the end. But I guess it was just my intuition about them. But yeah, man, it was pretty funny to me that at the end they were pretty important. Now, the one that saved Emma and Ray was actually Norman. I knew he wasn't dead because they didn't show us his death, but I was still surprised that he was actually the one that saved them. I don't know how he isn't dead. I don't know why he isn't dead, but I'm guessing that we'll learn that in next week's episode. I don't know how he was able to find them either, but it's gonna be interesting to learn, man, because I have a lot of questions. My main question about Norman is, who is he working with, because it seems like he's working with maybe other demons or maybe other humans. I'm not really sure. Is he working with Isabella? Has he been brainwashed or something like that? I'm not really sure, but there's something that has changed with Norman. He looks a little bit older. It's been a year plus since he's disappeared, but I'm not sure that I can trust him right now. Maybe he's been brainwashed by the demons. Maybe he's helping Isabella finding the kids. I'm not really sure, but there's something going on that I'm not really trustworthy about. So I can't wait for next week's episode to learn about Norman and how he's alive. But yeah, man, it was a pretty good episode. Let me know what you thought about this week's episode in the comments down below, and let me know what you think is gonna happen next. I do the Promised Neverland reviews every Thursday, so subscribe for that. But I also do other anime related things like Jujutsu Kaisen reviews on Fridays, One Piece reviews on Saturdays, Boruto Naruto Next Generation reviews on Sunday mornings, and then Attack on Titan reviews on Sundays. I also do Black Clover reviews on Tuesdays, and usually I do Dr. Stone reviews on Thursdays, but I don't know if I'm gonna do one this week. But yeah, man, it's been a really good episode. I can't wait for next week. Follow me at Anime Specialist on Twitter and Instagram, and like, comments, and subscribe. It would help my channel a lot, man. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Anime Specialist out. Peace.